Hello students, I hope that you are good, well and fine. Today we will be seeing NCERT exercise 5.2 solutions. Okay, so we have covered enough theory to solve this exercise 5.2 NCERT. Okay, now let's jump to our first question. So we have to find the derivative of this first question, sine of x square plus 5. So what I will be using, mostly I will be using the chain rule. And what chain rule? Let me recall you. If f is composition, then df by dx will be h of t by dt multiply with dt by dx, and where t is what? T is g of x. That's it. T is g of x. That's it. Okay. So here fx is this. My fx is this. Okay. This is I'm taking as h composition gx. Now hx will be my sin x and gx will be my the inside thing. So you can take this inside always as gx and outside function always as hx. Okay, this will work. Mostly this will work. Now composition, you will be getting this. So this means d of f by dx will be now what? H of t by dt. Yes, h of t by dt multiply with dt by dx. Okay, this is I'm taking as t. So h of t by dt means this will be sine of t. H of t by dt means sine of t. So this means it will be what? So let me use t here. So this means what? H of t divided by dt. This means cos t multiply with dt by dx means 2x. So your answer will be 2x cos t. T I am replacing with the original form, which is x square plus 5. So your answer, final answer would be 2x multiply with cos x square plus 5. That's it. Okay, this is for the first question, and I hope that how we used, you got the chain rule. Don't worry, I'll be doing enough questions to let you get familiar with chain rule. Okay, but please give your extra attention to it, as it is very, very important rule in derivative theory. Okay, now the second question, the same thing I have to use. So this is fx and I am taking it as h of gx. Now what will be my g? G will be this. So gx I am taking as sin x, and this is just t. This means h of t will be what? H of t will be cos t. Okay, so dg by dt, or sorry, dt by dx will be what? Cos x, and dh by dt will be what? Minus sin t. If you remember, sin to cos to sin derivative is minus sin t. Okay, now what will happen? Quite simple, as d of f by dx can be rewritten as dh by dt multiply with dt by dx, and this will be, we already evaluated it, sin t cos x, and t I will be replacing with the original thing, which is sin x. So this will be minus of cos x sine of sin t. That's it. Your final answer for this question will be minus cos x sine of sin x, not t, everything in form of x. Okay, so clear? I hope that it is clear. Minus cos x multiply with sine of sin x. Okay, so this will be your final answer for this part. Okay, clear? Okay, so now the third problem. Okay, so third problem, Again, we are using again and again chain rule. So please get familiar with, get comfortable with it. Chain rule. I will be writing every time in this session. Okay, so chain rule. The sin x I am taking is as fx and I must be writing it as composition, which is this sort of thing. So gx will be inside thing, which means this. So ax plus b, take this is equals to t. That's it. Now write h of t. H of t means outside thing in form of t, in terms of t, which means sin of t. That's it. Okay, now find dt by dx. Dt by dx is just a, and dh by dt. Now find dh by dt. Sine will be cos t. That's it, cos of t. Okay, so far so good. Okay, what I am using? Just nothing. X power n I am using over here. Okay, x power n derivative is same as n multiply with x minus n, and constant term derivative will always give you 0. So a plus b derivative will give me a derivative plus b derivative. You already know the algebra of derivatives. Okay, so now what will happen? So df by dt is just nothing but dh by dt multiply with dt by dx, and it will be, as you can see, cos t multiply with a. Okay, and I must have to replace my t. So this will be a cos ax plus b. Your final answer for this part is a cos ax plus b. Okay, so derivative or differentiation of this function will be this. Okay, I hope that it is very clear to you that what is happening. We have, each time we are using chain rule, each time we are defining our function in this composition form, and then substituting gx as a t, then finding h of t, then finding dt by dx, then finding dh by dt, then using this form, and from this form I can get my answer in terms of t, where t is this, and substituting the t back in terms of x, I will get my original answer in terms of x. Okay, clear? Okay, let us move to next. Now, fourth problem. Okay, so differentiate. Obviously, we have to differentiate. Now, this is just nothing f of x, and I have to write in this form. Okay, so far so good. So this means take inside thing means gx. Gx will be tan of root of x, and hx will be what? Sec x. Okay, so far so good. If you composite it, you will get this function back. Okay, now one thing is very clear. What? That one thing is very clear. One thing is very clear. What thing? That you have to take, you cannot find the derivative of this as we know, as we wanted. What if this is t? Okay, if this is t, I want to find this thing, but I cannot directly find it, as again I have to use my chain rule here. So how I can use it? Very simple. So again I have to use my chain rule. So how can I use my chain rule? Very simple. So it will be what? So here I have to use this gx as composition. So suppose p of qx. Okay, now px I am taking as just nothing. Px I am taking as tan x, and qx I am taking as root x. That's it. Now it is quite simple to do. Okay, so gx is what? Your composition. Now, so far so good. Now what will happen is that I have to do what? This thing. One thing is very clear. What? Okay, so originally I have started from here, then use composition. Again, I have came to this point. Again, I have to use composition. Okay, so far so good. Now what will happen? This thing will happen. Now I have to substitute it t. Okay, so this means what it will give me? Dt by dx. It will give me dt by dx is 1 by root 2x. Okay, I'm using the simple method. Okay, this will give me this thing. Okay, so far so good. This will, what it will give me? dp by dx. Yes, and tan x will give me sec square x. Okay, so far so good. This will give me this. Now this means what? G of df by dx. dg by dx will be what? dg by dx will be dp by dx. Sorry, dp, sorry, it will be t, dt by, so t. Okay, clear? So dp by dt multiply with dt by dx. This will be dp by dt is just nothing but sec square t, and dt by dx is just nothing but 1 by root 2x. Now replacing t back, what you will get? You will have, so I will be writing here dg by dx will be 1 by 2 root x multiply with what? I'm multiplying it with just nothing but this thing, sec square t. So sec square t is just nothing, this thing, this form. Okay, I hope that it is clear. Okay, so far so good. Now as I have what I have evaluated my g of x, dg by gx, dg by dx. Okay, so this means is quite simple, that dg by dx. Now, so this df by dx will be dh by dt and dt by dx, this sort of thing. I want this sort of thing. Yes or no? I want this sort of thing. Okay, then what is happening is quite simple, that again I will be using loops. Okay, so what kind of loop? That, so dt multiply with dt by, so gx here is t, gx was t, again gx was in of the form, what form? pqx. Okay, so far so good. So this means this is just nothing. What I will use, it's very simple. So dh by dt I will be using. Okay, now t is what? As p of, take this as s, so p of s. T is just nothing, this thing. Okay, so let me just make it short. Don't confuse, let me just make it short. So you do not have to use anything, just do what? I hope that I think this will be confusing for you. So let me just use the simplest method, which is what? Just do what? Okay, just do as I say. That's it. Okay, so find the derivative of this, which is 1 by 2 root 2. That's it. Now multiply. Now find the derivative of this, tan x. That's it. You have to find the derivative of tan. What is? Sec square. Write the thing, whatever inside. Okay. Now find the derivative for this, sec. You know the derivative of sec. Okay. You know the derivative of sec is quite simple, sec x. So derivative of sec is just nothing but sec x tan x. Yes, sec x tan x. Okay, so let me write. So derivative of sec x is just nothing but sec x tan x. Okay, clear? So write sec. Okay, sec, write the inside thing, root x, multiply with tan root x. So your final answer will be this. Your final answer will be sec x, sec tan root x, tan root x, sec square root x, and divided by 2 root x. That's it. Forget this whole thing. Okay, forget this whole thing. What I have just wrote, just forget it. Okay, don't get confused. Other you will be get confused if you go through by steps, by theory. Okay, it will make your head scratch. That's it. So the simple way is very clear. What you have to do, always start with the inside thing, derivative it, write its derivative, whatever you come, multiply its this derivative, this will be tan x. Okay, so the tan and tan will be sec square, put the same thing inside. Okay, now again derivate, what derivate, you have to derivate this sec. Okay, the sec derivative is sec x, sec tan. So sec and tan, and put here whatever written inside in the original function, which is tan and the root x. That's it. You have to follow this pattern. That's it. No trying of making composition function and substituting back and other sort of thing. Okay, this simple short trick you have to apply. Okay, now let us move to the next problem number 5. So again, here this, if you remember, what we will use, v by u whole derivative is just nothing, so square it, then u derivative v minus v derivative u. That's it. You have to use, that's it. Okay, so this means cos square cx plus d. Okay, now this function derivative is quite simple. So as I have already told you, derivative of this will be a. Now multiply with sine derivative will be cos. Put the same thing, whatever written inside, ax plus b. You will be having this thing. Okay, this means what? This will be your first thing. Okay, and which is going to multiply with this, as you can see, with v. Okay, so this will be cos cx plus d. So far so good. Now put minus sign over here. Okay, now sine ax plus b will be untouched, as you can see, u. Now derivative of v means this. Okay, derivative of this. So derivative of this will be what? How you can evaluate? Quite simple. First derivate the inside thing, it will be just c. Okay, now derivate the outside thing, which is minus cos. Minus cos will minus of sine, so sine. Now this will be what? The same inside thing, cx plus d. Okay, clear? Very simple things we are using. Okay, very simple things we are using. Clear? So this will be your final answer. If you want to let me, I think I have made. Okay, yes, so that's it. So this will be your final answer. If you want to simplify it further, you can do it. So after simplifying, you will have what? Let me just directly simplify. You will have a cos ax plus b and sec cx plus d. That's it. Okay, plus c sin ax plus b tan cx plus d and sec cx plus d, the simple form. Okay, I hope that it is clear. Okay, now clear? This will be clear. Okay, I hope that it is clear to you. The simple form, I have just used nothing but the sec x is what? 1 by cos x. Tan is what? Ratio of sine and cos. Sec is what? Reciprocal of cos. That's it, what I have used, just nothing different. Okay, now let us move to the next problem number 6. Problem 6 says again, derivative this. So here what is happening, one function is multiplied with second, so what concept I will be using? I will be using u multiply with v, u multiply with v. So let me use p multiply with q. Okay, you will be getting no confusion here. So this derivative is just nothing, p then product plus q and then product p. Okay, this is what. Okay, so this means I have to derivate it. So let me just use like this. So derivate this, then this will be untouched. Okay, this will be untouched. Now plus derivate this. Okay, and cos x cube will be untouched. That's it. Okay, now derivative of cos x cube. Okay, so cos x cube derivative. So first of all, I have to derivate this thing inside. So this will be 3x square. Now multiply with the outside derivative, which will be minus of sine. And what I will write here, the same thing written over here, which is x cube. That's it. So your final answer will be for this 3x square minus will be there sine x cube. That's it. And which is going to multiply with sine square x5 already. Okay, now plus so plus. Okay, now for this part derivative of this. Okay, so let me erase it. So derivative derivative of sine, I will be writing this as in terms of brackets so that you can have idea that what is happening. I will be using brackets like this. So derivative. Okay, so how you approach? Quite simple. The always start with the least bracket or the most inside bracket, which is this. Okay, so this will be just nothing but x power 5. So this will be 5x power 4 multiply with. Okay, 5 power 4 multiply with this. Now what about this sign? This will be just nothing but cos x power 5. Okay, so far so good. Now what? Now this thing is also there, whole square. So now pick this whole thing. Pick this whole thing. This means bracket. So it will be just 2 times of whatever the inside thing, x power 5. This will be just 2 minus 1. This means just 1. So your answer for this will be 10x power 4 cos x power 5 and what? Multiply with sine x5 multiply with cos x cube. Okay, I hope that I haven't made any mistake. Okay, please verify if I am making any mistake. Please check my or re-verify my answer. Okay, clear. So it will be or 10x power 4 cos x5 and sine x5. Okay, and cos x cube. Okay, clear. Minus 3x square. I think this will be the correct. Okay, I hope that you got the answer. Okay, what is happening? I am using the chain rule, but not in the formal way. Okay, I am just directly using it. How? Just using the brackets rule. Okay, so suppose you are having like these brackets like these, then start with this derivative of this, multiply with derivative of the outside thing, multiply with derivative of the outside thing. That's it, what I am using. Okay, that's okay. So that's it for this 6th question. Now for the 7th question, I have to differentiate it. So quite simple differentiation. Okay, very simple. How? So first thing is very clear. So differentiation of this, I will be rewriting it as s2 is constant. I will be writing root as cos x square by sine x square. Okay, now this is root. Okay, clear. Simple. Now first of all I have to use the derivative of this sine, cos by sine. Okay, cos by sine. Simple. I have to use by cos by sine. So let me just quickly go through it. So cos square by sine square derivative, it will be the derivative of this will be the square of the denominator. Okay, now differentiation of this, which will be sine of differentiation of this will be cos 2x minus sine x square, and we have already sine x square. Okay, we have already one sine x square. Okay, this will be whole square. Okay, now minus, now what, now cos x square will be untouched. The derivative of this will be minus of 2x, and sine is cos x whole square. This means the whole square. Okay, you will have this sort of thing. Okay, this can be reduced to taking minus 2x common. This will be reduced to what, as you can see, 1 plus, okay, 1 plus what, or 1 plus, or just see what is happening, sine x square whole square, as you took minus 2x, and cos x square whole square. What is happening, sine square a plus sine square b, sine square a plus cos square a will give you cos square theta plus sine square theta will give you 1. So this will be your 1. This will be your 1 by sine square. So this will be cosec square whole square. That's it. Okay, the derivative of it. Okay, clear? Okay, now, okay, I hope that it is clear. Okay, so now what will happen? Now one thing is very clear. Now root x derivative will be what, 1 by 2. So 2 will be get cancelled, so it will be this thing. Okay, root of whatever the thing inside, which is cot x square. Okay, whatever the thing inside it, that's it, whatever the thing inside it. Now multiply with this thing, this will be minus of 2x. Yes, minus of 2x. Okay, this will be minus of 2x. Now what will happen, minus of 2x, this will be, okay, now, okay, now this will be multiplying with cosec x square whole square. Okay, so the final answer, let me write it, the final answer. So the final answer will be minus 2 root 2x by sine x square root sine 2x square. That's it. Okay, please verify it. Okay, so we will be stopping here. Okay, so that's it for now. I hope that you can verify that we are getting the minus 2 root 2x divided by sine x square root of sine 2x whole square, root of sine 2x whole square. Okay, clear? So please do verify it, as I think this is the correct answer. So that's it for now. Please go through the in between the lines. Okay, and that's it for now. This will be the end of this session. For this session, we will be back with the more remaining problems of this exercise and the theory part of this chapter, continuity and differentiability. Thank you for watching. Again, thank you.